Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Saturday Night's Apocalypse. Thank you for joining us this lovely Saturday evening. We're so happy to have everyone here for some more Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing the Princes of the Apocalypse campaign, kind of. And we'll get into our recap here in a second. You just watched all of our sort of promotions, if you just tuned in for the video, of all the shows we have going on here on GGK throughout the week. We have our normal lineup as far as I remember this next coming week, and our next stream after this one, if you like what you see here today and you want to join us for that, will be tomorrow, Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll have a next session of Slang 101, which Savannah runs. It's Monsters for the Week, so come hang out. Otherwise, some new stuff we had this last week. We had our first session of our Land of Eam game. That was this week, right? I haven't completely.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at that game.
Okay. First session of that on Tuesday, which is adorable, and we'll be back in 2 weeks for another. You can check out our VOD over on our YouTube page when that goes up. I don't think we had anything else new this last week. No, that's it. So yeah, I am going to let my lovely players here introduce themselves real quick, and then we'll do a recap, and then we'll get back into it. So introduce yourself, starting with Savannah.
Hello, I'm Savvy, Matt Savvy Seaworth on the internets. You can find me here either running games or playing games pretty much whenever alive. You can also find me on Wednesdays at twitch.tv/lbhackemup, and on Mondays for the next couple weeks at twitch.tv/colonomicon, where we're playing A-State, and it's gonna be a good time. But today, I am playing Theodosia, or Thea, the Sea Elf Rogue.
Awesome. Ryan.
Hi, I am Ryan. You may know me from here, and that's probably where you know me from, if anywhere. I also run a game every other Thursday. It will be playing this Thursday up Wild Space, which is kind of sci-fi 5e. And then, I play in a couple games on Tuesdays and in this one. But that is it for me. It's very nice that you're here with us.
Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex, OMG It's Some Guy on the internet. I'm here Tuesdays, sometimes running the games on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays, this being one of those sometimes. And in tonight's game, I am Jazz, the Warforged Artificer.
RJ.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ at RJ22 on Twitter and Twitch, but today I'll be playing Yorha, the Tiefling Druid of Wildfire.
And Jake.
Hi, I'm Jake, and I am playing Shellac, a Order of the Sun. I forgot my whole monk order. Oh my god, I completely forgot my character. I'm playing a monk who's also a cleric. He's turning into a very weird character. The more I look at the character sheet. But anyway, I am here on these every other Saturdays.
Wonderful. And I am Val at the Dragon's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here whenever we're live. Full schedule pinned to my Twitter. And I run this game on Saturdays. Alternating Saturdays, I run Saturday Night Star Power, as well as a game called Neon Souls on Fridays. I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. Previously on Saturday Night's Apocalypse, your crew, the Whiskey Delegation, was finally facing off against one of the Dr. Radical Gyms, MD, who had corrupted themselves with this black earth virus of necromantic and primordial creation, imbuing some sort of zombie creating undeath spreading plague upon the land of the Deseret Valley. You intrepid adventurers, with the backing of an organization called the Law at Summit Hall, we're finally facing off and trying to close this Earth portal, this Earth node, to shut off the source of this virus and hopefully cleanse the lands of a second corrupting influence. Jonah found himself deep in the belly of the beast, with Liko soon to follow, your cleric pal, and the rest of you outside getting blasted hither and there to some degree, I think. Most of you getting hit pretty hard with these large tendrils, this big, massive, undead, plant-like creature at the center that Dr. Jim had transformed into, trying to drain the life essence of you, corrupt you, and turn you into more undead minions. And with the help of a lich friend of yours, Renwick, who you freed from their imprisonment, you were able to finally strike down this creature. Dr. Jim was defeated, attempted to corrupt Shellac, I think it was, who you guys all just started stabbing to keep him down. Well, some of you just started
All
stabbing.
is a strong word.
Your newest party members started stabbing.
Just beat the tar out of me.
Yeah, you really just corpse kicked him until Jazz finally closed the portal using the spell that Jim the good gave you, and the node was finally sealed. With this corrupting influence being taken as well, the zombies seeming gone and cleansed from the lands, you were able to loot some books, your favorite treasure, from the research laboratories of the Lich Renwick, who gave them to you willingly, as long as you would return them sometime within the next decade. And you all returned to Summit Hall. You found them burning the corpses that had been left, sort of scattered around the surrounding wastes, trying to keep some plague from spreading. And you took a couple of weeks to sort of regather yourselves and plan your next course of action. You read some books, you got some various effects and some cool new spells and abilities and that and such, and you discussed what you were going to do next. You spoke with Stormbreaker, the leader of the Law, who told you that she had received some reports of two major groups still in play, one of which you are more familiar with as a group, this water cult, who you had tussled with previously in Riverguard Keith to the south, seeming to mess with something that is drawing the attention of some large, powerful creatures. And Thea, having some intimate familiarity with the leader of this cult. What? Intimate doesn't mean you knew them. They killed people close to you. I'd call that intimate. Familiarity with
It ain't like that. He's got a crab claw.
Yeah. You advocated for going after this group next. You did know that the fire cult led by one Vanifer in the north of the Summer Hills was beginning these had marshaled all these bandit groups to her cause, and was beginning to raid and kidnap people, scavenge parts and stuff from nearby settlements, including Belliard, and were setting their targets on Red Larch, a town that you'd been to previously. You took some time to make sure that Red Larch advocated for Red Larch being evacuated, hopefully to keep people safe, while you took care of their water cult. And that, I believe, is where we sort of left off. You guys coming up with some sort of loose plan on how you're going to approach, as you had heard rumors of some massive beast lumbering in the forests around Riverguard Keep that had been reported to look like a big old monkey. So, all that conversation's happened. You've rested, made all the preparations you need. Is there anything else before you guys pack up in the truck and head out?
So we're going with the plan to Hulk out one of us to the giant T-Rex and then just inject it full of Nas, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
I cannot think of a better plan, personally. Especially if I get to be the T-Rex. It's
The
okay if I'm
T-Rex?
not, I understand.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was going to be a T-Rex.
I'll just be devastated for the rest of my life.
Wait. How soon could we just get 2 claymores made? Because I could polymorph you into a giant ape. And then you can use claymores.
I don't think I know how to use those.
Yeah. Alright. Well,
I mean, that's never stopped me before. They let me drive like half the time, so.
guys.
I can't reach the pedals.
Guys.
I have built you blocks for the pedals. You refuse to use them.
I don't like them. I have flat arches, okay?
There is also the other question, which I posed in the chat, that I've got my 3rd infusion because I've got my repulsion shield, the armor bonus to Thea, and I could give, resistant armor to someone. Could also do like an enhanced weapon, turn something into a +1, or give one of the spellcasters bonus to attack rolls. And so I don't know if we want to do one of those more general ones, or if we are thinking some other kind of resistant armor for someone.
How long does it take to prepare?
I mean, I'd do it as part of a rest, and we've been going for 2 weeks, so.
I mean, we can just wait until we see what we're up against if you want. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think we have to lock it in now.
Mhm.
Probably at least one of the general ones, because I assume Liko is not coming with us, and right now he's the one who has it. I forget if Liko said
sorry.
he was going to stick around, or...
I think for the sake of things now, Liko is not, because Liko is joining you back when your party had diminished greatly, and
Mhm.
now that you guys have bolstered your ranks, I don't want them around anymore.
Mhm.
Liko will stay, actually, narratively. Liko is going to help out in Red Larch. Is planning on heading that way to help Harbuck in evacuating the town and bolstering the defenses somewhat to hopefully keep the bandits at bay for as long as possible. And I think actually, like, as you guys are having this conversation, Liko and about like 20 other members of the law are all gathering up in cars and stuff, and comes jogging over and says, "Hey, I'm gonna be heading out. Good luck, okay? Just be safe. All right."
Yeah, you too.
Oh yeah, you be safe. We don't promise anything though.
Right. Well, the world kind of depends on you all succeeding, so being safe is sort of tertiary to that.
We probably won't get eaten this time.
We
Yeah,
are going
hopefully.
to deal with a giant creature.
Isn't it like a monkey, though? Do monkeys eat people?
Yeah.
Some are known to be carnivorous.
I mean,
Wait,
maybe?
really?
Yeah, they'll rip your face off sometimes.
Well, that's not eating, Jonah.
Well, that's how it starts.
Oh. We probably won't get eaten this time.
Okay.
Right.
Jazz won't get eaten, I bet.
Make them chip
That
a
makes
tooth.
sense. Okay. Well, we got to get going. It's like the cars are like ramping up and people are beginning to drive off. So it's honking their horn like, come on. And Lee goes, oh, I gotta go. Good luck. Have fun.
Be
safe.
careful.
Love you. And it goes running off to the car.
He hasn't even bought me dinner yet.
I mean, he will if you ask him.
Yeah, this is true.
He's like the nicest person we know.
And was never seen again. So they go driving off. To
A giant eagle. The car flies off.
Mothra swoops in. Let's see. Okay, so thinking maybe giving Yorha, because most of your attacks are spell attack rolls, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like 50-50 spell attacks and saves, but also giving you this. What's your attacks ignore half cover, and I already took spell sniper, so I get around that.
Okay.
So I'll give Yorha for now the enhanced arcane focus. So +1 to the spell attack rolls, not to damage.
Got it.
Cool. Preparing there. Anything else? No. Okay. You load up the truck. Climbing inside. Who's driving?
Me.
I'm a surf.
All right. No objections to Thea driving.
Gaz is in the passenger seat, ready to intervene if necessary. But
I mean,
Okay.
Shellac has no qualms about this, so he's like, well, I guess.
Have you retrofitted Truckee McTruckface with like the student driver steering wheel and brake in the
It's an extra
probably
brake
sometime
pedal.
in the 2 weeks.
there's just an extra brake pedal
Mhm.
on the floorboard in the passenger seat, just in case. Wonderful. Jonah, so Yorha is going to be surfing on behind, and they're Solar Surfer. And
You know you can ride in the truck, right?
I like how the air feels.
It's got windows.
I'm not some dog.
What? I like driving with the window down. Did you just call me a dog?
No, I.
You can't ride in the truck anymore.
But like, what if it rains?
Should have thought about that first. I'm kidding. You can ride in the truck.
Jonah, are you summoning your motorcycle, or are you gonna ride it somewhere else?
I'm just gonna nap in the truck.
In the back seat. So while Jazz, I assume, is just kind of like very deliberately keeping an eye on Thea this entire time, like, nervous parent. Jazz or Jonah and Shellac are in the back seat snoozing.
I'm just like, it's whatever at this point.
Love it.
You
All
have a
right.
shell. You're perfectly safe.
Yeah, I have a built-in like airbag
And
deployment system.
until I wreck and Shellac just goes flying through the windshield.
And I'm just a
Sherlock
shell of a
comes-
man. So
Oh my god. Boo.
Boo. All right. Load up. Gates open of Summit Hall, creaking as you pass, and you roar off through the dusts, cutting to the southwest in the direction of Riverguard Keep. You follow the sort of the outer trails of the hills as you are cutting across some of the more scenic views of the Desrin Valley. It's a lot less Dust Bowl here. There are more like trees and some more natural growth and patches as you go through. A lot of it's dead, but you can see some signs of life just still clinging on. The drive doesn't take you terribly long until you reach the river, which lacking a better way to ford with the truck, you begin to follow in the direction that you know Riverguard Keep is, a little bit to the north, where you have cut past. And as you reach the base of the Sunbur Hills, where Riverguard Keep is positioned, or get within a few miles of it, you do reach a point where you are forced to stop, as here something strange has taken over. A lush jungle landscape, seemingly transplanted from some foreign world, which still has things like lush jungle landscapes, has been just set here at the base of the valley. Large trees sort of choking off the mouth of the river here, vines strung between them. There's the fluttering of birds kind of cresting over the canopies and settling somewhere in the distance. There's life and growth here, unlike anything you have you seen. And you are probably about 5 to 10 miles out still from where you expect Riverguard Keep to be. As you are looking over this landscape, you can see just off in the distance, I think, especially if Yorha, gets up in the surfer and kind of gets a more aerial view. You just make out in the distance a clearing or a spot in the trees upriver, where you might expect the keep to be nestled in, though it can't be seen over the canopies. Unfortunately, from here, though, it's going to be tough going with the truck.
I don't think I can drive any farther.
You're doing fine.
No, I mean, like, there's a bunch of stuff in the way.
Oh.
I mean, literally.
Wow.
Not
You're
emotionally.
how?
Emotionally, I feel great about my driving, personally.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to hoof it.
Kind of hover down next to the driver's side and produce flame from his hand. I could take care of it. It'd take a while.
No, we probably shouldn't commit forest fires.
Yeah, so a few trees as it is.
Yeah. Also, I feel like in my culture, there was a mythical bear that warned us about starting unnecessary fires. He was very angry and carried a strange battle axe that could bury you in the ground.
Bury you in the ground.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, so let's not set alight the forest.
Yeah.
Can I get you to vamp about that for another 30 minutes while I rewrite the next encounter to be smoky?
Sure. I heard it was a werebear, actually.
A werebear.
They're the only were animals that'll hulk out and do lawful good things.
Like prevent forest fires.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very aware werebear. You can tell they really care.
Where would you
A
find
werebear.
such an aware, caring werebear?
In a warehouse.
My God.
I got nothing else. That's as far as I got.
20 intelligence will only get you so far. That's I'm tapped to.
So we should hide the truck. Probably.
Yeah, we can.
Thankfully, there's plenty of foliage. We can take some branches down.
Mm-hmm.
Easy
Alrighty.
enough. Yeah, you begin to pull some of these big leaves and plants out of the forest here, and kind of park the truck as close as you can to the forest, the jungle's edge, kind of pushing the foliage down on top of it, and it looks pretty obscured unless somebody was walking right towards it. They probably wouldn't notice it was here. And I see you do your normal thing of removing the steering wheel too, so that'll make it kind of impractical. So now on foot with your truck behind you, loaded up, your packs and everything else, you all begin to hoof it through the undergrowth, and it's it's slow. It's slow traveling through here. The thicket
might have
is
something for that.
dense. Oh, do you?
I don't know.
All right, you're a scout.
It's never
I
come
forget
up.
this thing.
We've been in like a desert.
I know.
Hold on. Let me check. Maybe not.
I think it's just rangers.
I couldn't remember what my feature is. Maybe I don't. What is it?
Yeah. Well, if you find something, let me know.
I'm still gonna go first.
Okay. So scouting ahead, as you do. Everyone else sort of following behind, keeping your wits about you as you begin to push through this undergrowth. Thea, you're actively scouting ahead. Let me get a perception check from you, as well as a stealth.
Perception?
Mhm.
Okay.
So are we going in here quiet? Because I could put up the pass without a trace if you guys want.
That's a good question. Yeah.
24 for perception. You want to sneak?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, are you guys
I
going
will
to do the
sneak.
pass without trace?
Yeah, I think
you
it's
know
I think
you're
it's a good
probably
idea,
looking.
but
Yeah. You're probably looking at a few hours of travel.
Ah, okay.
So I know pass without trace lasts for. Is it an hour? Or is it an 8-hour spell?
Just 1 hour.
we'll wait till
An
we
hour.
get farther in.
Yeah.
So. All right. So stealth check. I'm gonna have. Who has the worst stealth modifier out of the four of you? The traveling. Thea, you roll separately. You're traveling from ahead of them.
1, but no longer disadvantage.
4.
I get disadvantage. 1.
Okay, I'm gonna take a page out of what was it, Lanavim that we were playing, and I'm gonna have Jonah roll the stealth
Cool.
for the other group.
You're only as strong as the weakest link.
Yep.
4.
Oh,
Was your
boy.
total roll?
4 was the total, yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So Thea, what did you roll?
Shink, 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 shink.
32.
Great.
Um,
Thea, I'm gonna have to. This is gonna get awkward because you're now so stealth that you're in another game that I'm running. So I'm gonna
Cool.
actually gonna have to take you and put you in star power, I guess, for next week. So Savannah, you can just go.
Can I make or have a request?
Bye.
That's a good gag. That's a good gag.
She can do that, and we can't because she's
yeah,
running the
yeah.
stream.
I can do it.
That's a good gag.
I bet.
So, if I'm being really noisy, would anyone choose? I mean, because I'm sure everyone hears how loud I'm being. If you want me to be quiet, would you ask me to take the chainmail off or something? Because it's just like shing, shing, shing. Or just like, or would you not say anything? Or
It's fairly obvious that you guys are. I mean, while the rest of you are trying to avoid obstacles and kind of push through, like Jonah's just kind of barreling through things, like
Yona,
not having the dexterity to move around things.
You know
that
what would
just
make
change.
things a lot easier for stealthing, Yona? If your motorcycle wasn't following us at full blast.
I think just shout.
just like, and just like playing really loud in the motorcycle.
Shellac just turns around and looks at Jonah and goes,
I'm just
"Could
like,
you
what?
shut up?
What?
Could you shut up?"
You're gonna have to say to my good ear.
Sneaks up behind him. You're so loud. Sneaks away.
Just had a thought in Thea's voice.
So before we get to the resolution of what is going on with the loud boys in the back, no, the loud people in the back, you are stealthing ahead, Thea, and you. Would you roll 24 on perception?
Yes.
Okay. You.
Wait. 23.
23. Okay. You come across a small like game trail. You kind of pushing. You're doing your best not to disturb any of the foliage, and leave only footprints, take only memories. And you are.
Sorry.
What?
I
I saw we just got a redemption.
Wonderful friend of the channel, LB Hackemup, just redeemed an NPC name for you, which I'm going to send to you now.
Fuck off. Hold on, I've got to see what this is because I don't want to get halfway through a description and end up having to. Fuck off. Can't do that. God damn it.
Yes,
all
you
right.
can.
You find a small game trail, which wouldn't surprise you. You passed a couple of them, small creatures that seem to pass through the undergrowth here pretty frequently. But you notice something a little bit different as you get up close to these tracks, and you see some impressions in the mud here that look like humanoid footprints. Very delicate, like somebody who passes through here quietly and probably often. You don't see many other signs of their passage, but your keen eye is able to deduce that somebody is using these trails or following these trails as well, whether for hunting or some other purposes.
You need better scouts, Shatterkeel.
You also, while you are following this trail a little bit further down the line, up against where kind of it clears out a little bit, providing a little bit less resistance to traverse this river, you find a sort of a discoloration. You spot a discoloration to the mud coming off the bank, kind of in a line, like tracing up from the water's edge.
Take a little bit of a closer look.
Okay.
Does it look like a
Yeah.
trail, like a track?
No, not exactly. It looks more purposeful than that.
Like a drag mark.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. It's coming out of the water?
Looks like it comes up to the water.
Oh, up to the
like,
water.
Like from the water up to like the undergrowth, or like
okay.
the edge of the forests.
Okay.
Like a discoloration to the mud, slightly raised.
Like a tunnel.
Maybe.
Can I see where it goes?
Yeah, leads up to the tree line. Make an investigation check for me.
All the things I'm good at.
Finally doing some rogue shit.
Yeah, I know, finally. All I had to do was go to the forest, I guess. It's a lot.
Where rogues are known to thrive.
26.
26. All right. You spot this. The discoloration goes up to a tree where it stops abruptly, and coming up from the ground, from the mud here, you see a line of cord or vine, like naturally made rope, taut, that kind of follows the tree upward. You look, follow it, and then it goes kind of across, and you see it's attached to a camouflaged, yet from your perception investigation, noticeable to you, massive sort of pallet that has a number of probably a couple of dozen large bone spikes attached to it. It looks like a big old arm, that would swing down to approximately where that line is, if the trap was triggered.
Cute.
You can hear the rest of your group trouncing their way through the foliage. in your
I'll
direction.
wait before the line. It's me, don't freak out.
Thea appears from the undergrowth.
She's really good in the forest because her hair is green. She blends in. Can't see me. Hi, I found a trap. Want to see how it works?
Yeah, let's see it.
I'm gonna make them back way up and then purposely trigger it.
Okay.
Want to see how it works? Stand there.
Right here on this X.
Okay. You
Under this Acme barrel.
there's kind of a heavier branch that has fallen from one of the trees. You take that, getting a safe distance, you huck it over, lands on top of this discolored patch of earth, and as it kind of falls through into it, there's a twing and like a crackling above as whoosh, a massive spiked arm comes swinging down from the canopy above, kind of does a full like a 180 and then begins to swing back and just kind of like pivots a few times before finally coming to rest.
Cool,
It's
right?
a bit noisy.
That was loud. That would have killed it.
Yorha flips out his solar surfer, makes it hover a few feet off the ground, and then lays down on top of it.
Watch where you're walking.
Puts a hand on Jazz's shoulder so he can move with the party.
I'm gonna go a little bit ahead, but I'll mark things if I find them.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Never needed it. Zoom away.
You head ahead of the group, Thea, with your passage through here. You do find as you're trying to follow a path that your delegation can follow. You do find a couple more of these these traps. Other there's pitfalls and other small. Mostly designed to harm, injure, maim, not really meant for like hunting or trapping animals. You can tell that these are purposely placed here. Are you trying to disarm them, or are you just marking them for your crew to move past?
If I think I can do it obviously enough for them, I'll mark them. I want to set off as few of them as possible.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. With Thea moving through, the rest of you can see these traps moving through. It's just getting around them and past them in a safe way. But I still want to have you all roll for it because I want to see if somebody fucks it up. Because it's not a guaranteed. Thea, you mark as many as you can, disabling the ones you can as well. Thea, you rolled me a check with your thieves tools, and that's
Okay.
going to help me determine the DC of what everybody else is doing.
With what? Dexterity?
Sure.
Oh, I have expertise. Is 11, 21, 24.
Okay. So, everyone else, in trying to get through as quietly as you can, I would just like we'll call it a dexterity save, in case any of you have save bonuses. And you will all have advantage on it.
Are we also adding the Paladin aura?
I imagine you guys could all be within Jonah's aura.
How much is it right now? It's 2?
So that's you
4.
said a deck save with advantage.
Deck save with advantage +4. You guys are probably all gonna save this.
Me is 14.
Well, one of those was a 1. So
I would be 21 for me.
Okay.
18 for me.
17.
Okay. Jonah.
14 for me.
Okay, you all succeed. You are able to bypass the traps very quietly, and eventually catching up with Thea. Where Thea has stopped because you've encountered something that you didn't expect, and everyone else sort of coming up behind you. You've had to slow down a bit to disarm these traps and stuff, so everybody's been pretty close. You reach a small clearing here. You've kind of lost the river a little bit. You can still hear it to your right as you've been following it for a while. Or no, on your left, sorry. As you've been following it for a while. But you've entered kind of a little more landlocked area. And in this clearing, you find a small wooden hut. Elevated a little bit, perched off the ground, keep it from flooding, and dangling from essentially like wind chimes in front, slowly kind of clanking together, are these elaborate chimes constructed of bones, or what look like bones. It's bones.
Okay.
So those are bones.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you're all still alive.
Yeah.
Miracle.
Usually when I do things like this, it's like a 3 out of 4 success, so that's pretty good.
I will say, I want to say this because I want to be able to use my new cleric stuff, because I got cartographer's tools that I thought might be useful. I'm making kind of a makeshift map as we're moving through stuff, like just like very basically, because because the travel domain of the cleric that I took gave me cartographer's tools, and I'm like, oh, this is the one place I think this might be useful.
Yeah. You could definitely do that. So you're not proficient in cartographers?
I think I need to make some adjustments on the actual like thing for it, but that's what I have. I have that.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily be kind of mapping this out as you go.
Yeah.
Give you guys a path to follow back, or kind of give you guys an idea of where you're at. So, hut clearing.
May I do divine sense?
Yes.
A boing.
All right.
So, within 60 feet, I can either detect heavenly or evil things.
Okay. So
It smells good or bad. Celestial, fiend, or undead.
okay. You ring out, kind of channeling. How does this look for Jonah? Is
I
it
think
the sound
probably
of
just-
Led Zeppelin playing, or
I
no?
think what we have been doing is like the smoke, the cigar, and smelling, and it's just like vapor kind of spreading out along the way, and just really getting I don't know, just like a good huff of the area, you know. That's all.
You don't sense any celestial fiend or undead presences within this region,
Like
thankfully.
We like that. Then I'm just following their lead.
So where are you guys going?
So I don't know what that is, but somebody's living in the weird forest.
Based on, and this is a lot of deduction and assumptions, but given the prevalence of traps in the area, that this person is still here and has not been harassed by the people who have created the traps, unless maybe they are the one creating the traps. They clearly know how to handle themselves and have been left well enough alone. So I guess it comes down to...
They got the whole bones motif going with the traps and the hut.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a fair point.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't just walk up right into the hut because there's probably a trap in and of itself. The whole hut might explode.
But if the traps are set up by this individual and not the cult, then perhaps they could be at the very least opposed to the cult, though whether or not they would be willing to offer us any aid is another question entirely.
I could knock.
I could also get whatever attention there is on me, and you guys can hide.
I'll knock with you.
And I'll just kind of like hang back for a second just in case it gets bad.
I'll get an aerial view then.
Okay.
All right. So who's going up and knocking?
I'll go with
The Jonah. Did Shalak say he was going to?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of like just slightly hang back just in case I need to like run in and swoop and save somebody.
I'm essentially here to provide sneak attack bonus.
No, Jonah.
Hmm?
We're gonna be nice.
Yeah, well,
Yorha's gonna fly like 50 feet above the tree line, just circling the clearing.
This worked last time I did it.
I had just unprepared Sanctuary. That would be a good spell for right now, but don't have it today.
Last time I just showed up and said, "Hey, we're friends now," and now I'm friends with the Lich. This is fine.
You approach the hut very
Watching the ground carefully.
very carefully. There are no traps immediately around the hut. You climb the stairs up to the porch. You can see these bones dangling here. They don't appear to be humanoid in nature. They appear like animal bones. Most of the traps that you've come across appear the same way. Bones made from creatures that were probably hunted in the forests here. You reach the door and it's shut fast, and you rap on it a few times. There's a pause. With your perception, you hear a little bit of shuffling inside. And yeah, there's kind of a little bit of movement, and you hear a voice on the other side of the door, kind of a low, gravelly voice says, "Who's there?"
Hello. My name's Thea. This is Jonah.
hi.
Do you live here?
Why else would I be here?
I don't
Well,
know.
We're here.
That's true.
We don't live here.
Are those all your traps in the forest? Because they're kind of rad.
How did you make it here?
I'm very good at the one job that I'm allowed to have.
You should leave. Go back to wherever you came from.
No. Have you seen a giant monkey? Are you a giant monkey? That would be super helpful right now.
Are you a giant monkey? And do you use claymores? I think there was a reference earlier I wasn't getting.
I don't know what they are.
There's a long pause on the other side, and she says, "Whatever business you have here, you seem like. I'm assuming you're not a part of that accursed cult."
Which one?
Well, I mean, we're not a part of cults.
Shh,
Full
wait, hold on.
stop.
Shh, wait. Which one?
Oh, are you a part of any cult?
No, but I want to know which one you don't like the most.
The only one I'm aware of is the one that's taken up residence in the keep upriver.
Water cult, crab claw.
I don't know. I don't get close enough.
Well, they're by the river. There's other ones too, but they're mostly gone and or far away. You don't like the people in the keep at the river?
No, I don't. The forest doesn't.
Cool. Thea and Jonah don't either. So we could be friends.
I have no interest in making friends.
Well, we have an interest in getting rid of the cult. Do you now?
To what end?
They're trying to end the world. And also the guy that's in charge of them killed a bunch of my family.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. There's a pause on the other side. You hear a sigh, and the door opens. And emerging from the door, and you have to step back, is a large gray bear. With a what? Not related to Smokey. I can see I'd be confused. Large gray bear with very like kind of ragged features and like scruffy hair, and you can see kind of like building around the mouth and around the jawline, leaning on a like crooked staff. That's basically a small tree in and of itself as it moves through the opening. You can see her eyes look down at you. They're discerning, like piercing eyes that are far more intelligent than any bear that you might have come across before. And the creature looks over you and kind of a little bit of a growl and says, "I believe you don't mean me any danger."
Nope.
Yeah.
You're definitely not a monkey.
I am sometimes. Not now.
Whoa, really?
Did he say he was a monkey? I kind of like yell.
Sometimes.
Oh.
Do you mean that figuratively or?
Can you turn into a monkey? Can you turn into a dinosaur? I have a friend who can do that.
She kind of paused for a moment, and there's like a little bit of shifting to her form, and she changes shape into a large like silverback gorilla.
Holy
So
crap!
with the same staff and kind of like same kind of general features and stuff.
That's so cool. What's your name?
Mala.
Hi. All our names rhyme.
That's unfortunate.
I don't think so. I think it's nice.
some cruel god did this to me.
Well, you'll have to take it up with them.
I wasn't thinking ahead of time.
So we have some other friends that are also here for safety reasons. But I don't want to seem dishonest.
Right. The metal creature stalking in the forest over there is kind of hard to miss. As is the one flying around my hut.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah, and
morning, Desrin Valley!
yeah, and then the other one just started yelling out of the trees, so that's why I go first.
Kind of imagining Jazz. Cheap, 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 cheap. I'm a bird. Cheap, cheap. Worms. Anyway, sorry, I'll stop.
She says, I'm not going to invite you all inside. I don't let any come into my hut.
Oh, that's okay.
But I will bring you tea if you wish some.
That sounds nice. Hey, do you guys want some tea? You also
yes,
you can
please.
come out and or down.
Oh, okay. And Shellac just kind of goes up near the door.
This is Mala. She lives here.
This is not the monkey we're looking for.
Hello,
No,
Mala.
But she can turn into a monkey, which is rad.
I can turn into a monkey.
We should try later.
I have to see if it's the right CR.
So yeah, tea.
She says, wait here. She turns around, and as she does, her form morphs once again into a smaller form of a very elderly dwarven woman with a long, sort of grayish white beard and shaved head, but with these like intricate tattooing that comes down the back, kind of it's faded, seeming sun weathered and damaged, but you can tell that just like extensively probably covers her entire body. And as she enters the home, she reverts to her dwarven form and shuts the door behind her. There's some rattling inside and some clanging, and then she emerges a bit later with a simple iron kettle and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wooden cups. She pours you each a cup of tea. Smells herbal, and she still seems cautious. She's like maintaining her distance from you even on the porch, and doesn't let go of her staff. But she seems a little bit more disarmed, considering how you have approached her and how just ridiculous your group is in general.
I think you might be the coolest person I've ever met.
Is it all right if I smoke in here?
As long as you're outside, it's fine.
So you don't want me to smoke in here while I'm outside. Is there a window that I can blow in? I guess.
Oh, she didn't invite
We're
us
on the
inside,
porch.
right?
We're
Okay.
on the porch right now.
Okay. All right.
The nice screened-in porch.
Yeah, that's hot. That's pretty good.
Yeah, screen and
Quantum
porch.
hut.
She's got some like parrot head like posters in there. It's like some colorful like light strands around the edges.
Shaped like different margarita glasses.
Or I was
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
parrots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's literally my dad's camper.
It's literally my parents' back porch.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sure, complete with a Bush beer bar sign.
yeah. So as she hands you this, a long pause there, she says, "Why do you seek the guardian of the jungle?"
Because we think they might be able to help us. Right? We're still doing that plan, right?
We were
Yeah.
unsure whether or not the this guardian you speak of was a product of the cult's doing or not, because there have been other gigantic creatures recently seen throughout the valley.
Jonah saw a big moth.
Right. The Guardian, as I put it, the spirit has always been present here in one form or another, but since this group took up residence in this cult, in this keep, things have changed. This forest wasn't always as vibrant as it's been recently. I believed this to be a blessing at first, but strange other entities have, the shadows have been cast over the land, and I fear that the trees speak of something dark growing underneath the earth.
Like, fuck off spore creatures, or like...
Like literal black earth?
Not the undead.
Oh.
We dealt with those. No, something...
So did we.
Something ancient, something that has not lived here for some time, but is being conjured forth once again by these magics. There are beings that once existed within this valley centuries ago, millennia ago even. They clashed and they fell here. I believe this cult, as you put it, are seeking to restore one of them.
Well, that would seem about right.
But because of this one's return, the others have gathered as well. Cause and effect. There must always be balance, so the stronger this creature has grown, the more have gathered here. Some moth entity has taken flight over the valley as well.
Is it a malevolent creature, the moth, do you know?
No, I don't believe so. Neither is the spirit of the forest. They are neutral beings. They take no side, no part in these conflicts, but they seek to maintain this balance.
Don't mess with the forest, don't mess with the moth and the guardian spirit, essentially.
Correct. But I fear more will arise as this creature grows in power. And not all may serve to maintain this balance. Others seek to disrupt it, twist it to their own ends. Some are beings of pure destruction. I feel them approaching. There isn't much time. You're not the first to come here, though you are the first to speak to me plainly and showed me some kindness, so I appreciate that.
Kind of
And
my thing.
others that have.
Well, we have no reason to not like you.
Yeah, you're a bear. Sometimes.
I will
Our
tell you
term is
this.
cougar.
What? No, that was definitely a bear, Yora. I thought you were a druid.
Are you practiced in druidic magics?
A little. I can summon fire for the most part. Hey, fire is an integral part of the natural cycle.
And that's how you know he knows druid stuff.
It is.
Nerd.
It has its place.
It is
I
both
find that-
destruction and rebirth.
Nerd.
Shut up.
I find that those practiced in the ways of fire tend to be brash and not think about the long-standing consequences of their actions.
What about somebody who can shoot sunbeams out of their hands?
That's not a form of druidic magics that I am familiar with.
Oh yeah, good point.
Know that if you travel any further into the jungles beyond this point, that you will be hunted. The Guardian has grown irritable as of late, as the creature beneath the earth grows. They have stalked, hunted, and obliterated any who have sought to travel to this keep, which has kept the cultists from darkening my doorstep for some time. But there are many that are still trapped within its walls that are continuing their grim work.
Can we do something?
You could entreat with the being. Attempt to sway its favor.
My druidic's a little rusty, but I think I might be able to swing it.
What do you know of the creature's, preferences? Is there a certain kind of berry of the forest that they enjoy a lot, or like a certain lullaby?
Sun's going down, big guy.
The beast does what it can to protect those within its domain. But as I said, as of late it has grown wrathful. The only thing it respects now is brute force.
How recent has this been? Like this change in behavior?
Several months now. You will likely have to face it. It will challenge you if you prove yourselves worthy.
Do we have to do this one-on-one, or can we work together as a group?
I don't think it'll see a difference.
All right.
Great.
That's good. That's good. Whew, that was actually it was a big weight off my shoulders, to be honest. That's a relief. All right.
There's a hill to the east of here. If you follow, I will guide you that direction. Travel to the top of it. You'll find a totem there. Ring the bell, and you will summon the beast.
Does it understand common? Do I need to...
Yes. It speaks. It knows. It is intelligent. Do not assume this to be some mindless creature, though its rage would betray it as such.
I've got to brush up on my druidic. Goes into a pouch, pulls out a book, and starts reading.
The one guidance I can offer you, for showing me some kindness and seeming to mean this forest or this jungle, to return the balance. This creature, it strikes like the storm itself. It has ancient magics that it uses at its disposal. to protect and to destroy. Like the forest itself. Ward yourselves against the storm, and you may have a chance of surviving.
That is indeed very useful to know. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll keep that in mind.
Luckily, I'm already pretty storm warded.
Immediately, like, okay, so who would want the lightning resistance? Just like immediately starts like hand on Jonah's shoulder and starts
Wearing metal.
I
am very sweaty.
Using that, so
This is not a good combo.
taking away the arcane focus and giving Jonah some resistant to lightning armor.
I'm lightning resistant.
Be nice. I'm not using my hoverboard for this one.
The
I
spear
don't
makes
wanna
me
be-
lightning resistant.
That doesn't make sense. The spear makes you the tallest thing here. In fact, it should make you lightning vulnerable.
It made of lightning. Lightning
It's-
never
it-
strikes itself, RJ.
Yeah, I would assume that if it struck the spear would just like absorb it.
When have you ever seen me holding a spear up here? Ridiculous. Also, the book I have gives you immunity to being stunned for a week.
She says, I can offer you one other guidance as well. And she steps into her to her abode here and kind of rummages around in a bit, comes back out and has a bowl in her hand, which is like dusty and covered in like dirt and grime. She holds it in her hands and begins to mutter, and she steps down to the forest floor once again, kind of leading down the stairs, and you follow her down there. And as she stands there and finishes the incantation, you watch as the dirt and the rust, everything kind of comes off of this object, and you see in her hands is this jewel encrusted golden chalice or bowl that then disintegrates. And rising up from the forest itself, you see a bountiful array of foods and a relative feast in front of you. She casts Hero's Feast for you.
Whoa.
Oh, that is very cool. Oh, that is cool.
It is extremely generous of you, Mala. We thank you.
Have you
I
guys
offer-
tried this pie?
When did you start eating? Gimme.
Did you even
I
look
off-
at it when it appeared? Were you like, oh, food? Okay, cool.
I'm starting to regret my decision.
Thank you, Mala.
I offer this
It's
to
been
you
a long
because I
day.
fear that you may be the last hope that we have in stopping this. I have sought the guidance of the forest for some time in a means to aid or to abet this this corruption, and perhaps it has provided you. But I don't think there will be a second chance, so eat, take your time, and we will leave as soon as you're ready. She also sits and partakes of the meal. She's not going to fight with you, but she's not going to give up on this good food too. So yeah, you get here are the benefits that you get from this. Blah, 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 blah. Up to 12 creatures can partake. Creature partakes of the feast gains several benefits. Creature is cured of all diseases and poison. Becomes immune to poison and being frightened. Makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Hit point maximum is also increased by 2d10. I'll let you guys decide. Do you want to roll? Does one person want to roll 2d10 and give it to all of you, or do you all want to roll separate?
I'll roll separate. That's fun.
Yeah, I'd be okay with rolling separate.
All right.
2d10.
2d10.
Yeah,
Yes.
There it is.
Fucking
Hey,
Four-
guys.
par
Alright.
for the course.
14. All right.
I got 2 9s.
Nice.
So
I got 12.
So
Nice.
we just would this be temporary hit points?
No, this is adding to your maximum. So your max.
Okay.
So it's like aid, where your
Okay.
maximum and current hit points go up by this amount for the next 24 hours.
So I have 48 right now. With my roll, I get 50.
You rolled 2 1s.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
my God.
determined to
This is-
die, aren't you?
What do you mean? I'm determined to die. I was looking through the bestiary, and there are more CR1 creatures that have more HP than me.
Speaking of aid, could I cast that and would add on top of the Hero's Feast?
Interesting. Sure. That's all I want to think about that. Let's just do it.
Yeah. So I think
I think because it's a different spell effect.
Yeah.
It's giving the same thing but 2 different spells. I would allow it. You can't cast it multiple times, but you could do 8 on top of Hero's Feast.
okay, so definitely going to Yorha. I can give it to 2 other people as well.
Yes,
Who-
please give it to your.
I mean,
Jesus
I'm good.
Christ.
I'm at 89 now, so I'm okay.
How much are you dumping, Jazz?
I mean, aid just gives you 5 extra to.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, hey, now I've hit more HP than my Wildfire Spirit.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so wild.
So then probably okay. So let's see. So I'm looking at our tokens. The and I are both at 96. So then I'll probably give it to Jonah and Shellac because they are slightly less than the rest of us.
Okay.
So you get the additional 5 to max and current.
That's very nice.
I feel stronger than ever. I could take down a bear. And then I look at Mala.
She just glares at you over her pie. The Hero's Feast is just all pie. It's just like 10 different. There's so many different pies.
Shellac definitely ate a whole sweet potato pie to himself.
Meat pie. Meat pie.
It's a meat substitute, but it tastes the same.
Cool.
All right. An hour passes. You finish eating. You feel bolstered. You feel heroic.
For the most part.
For the most part. Everybody else, like Jazz finishes eating, and it's just like, yeah. I feel
This
like
is what food is like?
Yorha finishes eating, and it's just like, huh.
Tries to flex noodle arm.
Mala looks around and says, all right. We should go if you are prepared.
Yeah.
She says, we will travel quickly from here to the east. Follow me, and I will lead you to the foot of the ridge. She clacks her staff on the ground, and she's going to do one other cool thing. She's going to cast animal shapes. And she transforms you all into little sparrows.
Weird. Cool.
You're suddenly all very tiny.
Jazz is a mecha sparrow.
Yep.
I was already tiny.
Can my sparrow still have a turtle shell? Can I be a turtle dove?
Yes, you can. It's awkward to fly. But with that, you see hers. She takes off. Yeah, actually, no, she just wild shapes, so she can still talk. She shapes as well into a cooler bird, like a falcon. I don't know.
It was the sincerity in which you said, like, a cooler board. Oh, yeah. I know this one. a falcon. That's what it was for me. And you're right. First off, you're right.
Is
That
objectively a cooler bird.
But,
It's the excitement.
yeah.
As if you yourself were about to turn into a falcon.
Yeah, a falcon.
How's the Animorphs origin story?
I'm broken. Okay. And she says, "Follow me." And she takes off and goes soaring to the east. Little bird wings follow behind her, instinctively understanding how to fly. And you begin to you travel very quickly through the trees, kind of soaring between the branches for the next mile or so. Much faster than you were traveling previously. And after about 30 minutes of flying, you come to a quick end and a ridge that abuts the edge of this forest. Vines and branches and trees still growing out of it, and it looks like the jungle like continues up this direction. And there's a path that that serpentines down the ridge, ancient worked stone with these pillars set into the junctions of this path, each one bearing the likeness of some sort of gorilla or ape or monkey form, snarling and set into the head of these pillars. And Mala takes you to the very base of it, where the stone stops, and she stops right at the edge of where the stone is, and looks back at you and drops the spell, and you all transform back into your normal selves as you stop here. And she says, "Follow the path. You'll find what I described at the end of it."
Well, appreciate the directions. Do we still birds?
Got legs now.
Oh, we
We
got
have legs
Okay.
now.
All right.
You're back to your normal self.
Oh, well, birds have legs too. I was. All right. You want me to go first, everyone? Or?
Yorha has pulled out a cloak from his. Well, it's not a cloak. It's more like a ceremonial thing from his pack, and he'll just pop that on. I should probably, because nature, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, Mala, if we don't make it back, thanks for the food.
Well, if you don't make it back, I suppose it's the doom of all of us, so you're welcome.
Druidic
worry.
secret handshake.
Yeah,
We-
it's exactly that.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You.
All right, you all begin to travel up this path.
Follow.
And as soon as you step foot onto the stone, there's almost a chill that runs up your spine. Those of you that have spines. Like something is watching you. This instinctual, animalistic fear that you are being hunted. And with this chill and with this sense of dread that is bolstered and kind of kept at bay by this this spell that Mala has granted to you, one step at a time up this large stone path, you ascend to the top of this ridge. And we're going to go take our break here and come back in a few minutes to see how this goes. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. We will see you in a little bit, so stay tuned. Get some drinks, use the bathroom, take your meds, whatever you need to do, and we'll see you all very soon. Welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us while we took our break. We appreciate your patience while we got refueled, rehydrated, and ready to go back into. I couldn't think of the third one. Ready to go back and fight a big old monkey. All right, you are scaling this path and have been for a couple of minutes now, leading up to the precipice of this ridge. And as you reach the end of the pathway, these stairs abruptly letting off at a large clearing, probably about 100 feet across, which then gives way to more jungles beyond that stretches out further than you can see. The pathway ends at the center of this clearing, where there is a massive stone archway with the same iconography of like these creatures and jungle wildlife all kind of grappling and kind of clawing over each other to the top of these two pillars. There's this impressive display of kind of natural sort of survival of the fittest, and then suspended from the brace between these two archways is a equally large brass bell, and resting against the archway on the right side is a like a big stone maul, essentially, to strike the bell with.
All right, how are we gonna do this? Theosaurus Rex.
Seems as good a time as any to test out that theory.
So do you want me to fight the monkey?
Mala did say it seemed to only respect brute force, so
Okay.
I think we need to fight it, but obviously not kill it.
I don't want to kill it.
It's a spirit. It'll be fine.
I also don't want to die, but I mean, you've met me.
Oh, it's all right. The extra form that you're getting, think of it as like another life. It's not until you revert to your actual body and the monkey starts pounding on you then you have to worry.
Comforting.
What? You'll be safe as long as you stay in your dino form.
Okay.
So, order of operations: build the turret, give us all temp HP, turn Thea into a T-Rex.
We'll want to turn Thea into a T-Rex first and then build the turret.
Oh, I mean, I can just do a bonus action and reapply it to her.
Yorha's nose starts bleeding. A bonus what now?
Not
Do you
actually sure
remember?
how that, like, does the temp HP stay with the character or the form? Because, like, if she has temp HP and then turns into a T-Rex, does she still have temp HP?
No, because then the HP overwrites, I think.
Yeah, so you'd have to redo it once she went to her new form. I think it would just go away completely. So if you cast temp HP on her and then she goes to her new form, when she comes back to her old form, she's not going to have the temp HP that she had before.
But
she will have the Hero's Feast though. But that's only as it's only as Thea. I'm gonna say the T-Rex doesn't get the additional hit point bonus. So,
Okay.
but yeah, you can apply the temp HP as much as you want to the T-Rex form though.
Yep. So yeah, and then gonna save haste until like we hear the thudding of Kong coming for us, because that's only a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Hit him hard and fast.
All right.
Should I be the one to hit the bell? It seems like y'all are doing a lot.
I mean, that is another question. Is it Liberty Bell size, and like can one of us easily lift and ring it, or do we need like the T-Rex to just bonk the bell?
There's the big stone like mallet, which is basically the size of like a maul for you guys next to it. Anyone who has proficiency in mauls or like martial weapons and appropriate and a strong enough strength can do it. So I think Joda could. I don't know if anyone else has proficiency in those sorts of weapons or a high enough strength score to wield a maul.
I mean, I have a 17. I might not be proficient, but I'm also like, I mean, I'm also not like trying to attack.
Yeah, so I'd say you could do it too. Either one of you be enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Ding dong
I
dong.
almost. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Ding dong.
Ding dong ditch.
All right.
Ding
So,
donkey? Ding donkey?
Ding Donkey Kong.
Okay.
So, Shellac, you're gonna go up and ring the bell.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the mallet or pick up the maul and then just, I guess just hit the side of this thing or however with it.
All right. You walk up to the bell, lifting this maul, and you slam it down against the metal surface, and the bell barely moves. Just the sheer weight of it is like Liberty Bell size is the equivalent comparison, and it shifts slightly, but it does let out this bellowing chime, which carries over the surrounding trees around you. Some of the birds scatter away from the sound of this massive impact, just and it rings for a long time, just sort of carrying on and on. And as the reverberations carry for a while and slowly begin to dim, you begin to wait. Everything goes sort of still. You notice that the birds, which just seemed startled and fled, slowly their caws receding into the distance until it's just quiet. You hear the sound of bugs or animals or birds. It's just a perfect still.
Can Yorha have put a glass of water down on the ground to watch it?
Yes, you could do that.
Do I hit it again? Just kind of standing there with this maul.
Wait for it.
It's just like impatient people at the concierge desk.
I want to speak to a manager. Who's the manager of this jungle?
He is listening.
You're listening, and at the same time you pick it up, Yorha, you look down at this cup that you took from the tea. You were holding on to it when you got wild shaped or animal shaped, so you still had it when you came out. And you can see just a slight ripple.
Here it comes.
Just boom. And then you kind of hear there's like a couple of concussive like forms that in like a row, just like doo doo, boom, and it gets a bit louder. And you look out at this as you see more birds fleeing up, and you can see some of the trees far away kind of move and kind of sway. And then you hear doo doo, and you see a large, like, black shape emerge from the tops of the trees, just for a moment, sort of peeking up over like a whale cresting the surface of the ocean. Just for a moment you see it, and then slams once again. The water actually sloshing out of the cup this time, and you feel the ground underneath you sort of reverberating. And then it goes still. And you just hear thump, 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 thump. And pushing through the trees in front of you, you see a massive hand grab onto one of the branches about 25 feet up, as a enormous black gorilla, 35 feet tall, and as long as it is tall, comes stepping doom, 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 into the clearing on all fours, letting out a low sort of guttural growl as it does, just and as it reaches near the bell in the center, it looks out over all of you, and you just see this like quivering to its lip as it bares its fangs in your direction, almost like it's smiling for a moment, but it veers back even more and more until it's just this baring its teeth at you in this angry snarl, and then it rears back onto two hands, just doo 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 doo, and lets out a blasting roar that shakes the air around you and causes you to flinch just reflexively. Anything you do.
I mean,
That's a big monkey.
That's a big monkey.
So how are you gonna talk to him?
Yeah, you're gonna step forward, respectful, like bow. Great spirit of the jungle, we have come for your guidance. We have spoken with one of your own, Mala, and we know the rules, so we're here to challenge you.
I am.
Oh, she is.
The
Theo by a long
creature.
shot is the smallest.
Kong, looking down in your direction, just
Yeah, you too, buddy.
and you do see an intelligence in his eyes as he looks over each of you in turn, taking in Yorha's words. Yorha, go ahead and make me a intimidation or persuasion.
Oh, intimidation is gonna be so much higher.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 22.
22. All right. As you speak out these words, Kong steps back once again, kind of taking a few steps away, and just pounds on the ground once, pounds on the ground again, pounds on it a third time. As he does, the whole ridge shakes, and then finally stands back up on two legs and just lets out another billowing roar before he leaps into the air, slams down, and then charges towards you. Let's roll.
Now seems like a good time.
Yep.
Not bad.
Just in case I die, I
so
want you guys
actually,
to know
we're
that
not
this is the
doing
coolest
it.
thing
No,
that's
sorry.
ever happened to me.
We're not rolling initiative. We're gonna do what we did last time.
Okay.
Where you guys are gonna go, and then we're gonna do that. So the way this is gonna work, though, because he does have legendary actions, is that I may interrupt your turns when you pass it, depending on when I want to take the legendary action. So you guys all still get to go, and then he'll take his turn. But just know that you could be interrupted at any time if I decide to do that. So you guys can go first.
Quickly, Solar Surfer over to Thea and cast Polymorph to change her into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay.
I will send you the stat block.
I have it. Don't worry.
I have it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Don't even worry about it. I came prepared.
All right. Thea. Wait for it.
Yeah, right.
Just in case I
Sorry.
die, I want you to know this is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me.
Have fun, wash your hands.
You transform into the massive.
I know.
Are you staying green? Or you
Yes.
Say you're okay. Massive green Tyrannosaurus Rex with the green feathers going down the back with your mirroring your hair. I'm gonna give you access to this character sheet, so you can just roll straight off of this if you want to.
Perfect.
Useful.
All right, here you go. Should be at the top of the
Got it.
page now.
Thank you.
All right, and yeah, the T-Rex stands about 20 feet tall, so it's a good 10 feet less than Kong, but is better than his current prior height difference. All right, that is Yorha's turn.
Mhm.
All right, who's next?
Okay, well, we're all still 10 feet together. Gonna bonus action temp HP. Well, I rolled minimum, so that's 6 temp HP for everyone.
T-Rex with temp HP.
Yep, and then for action, going to cast haste on the Theosaurus Rex.
Okay.
And then going to move away from from the danger zone.
That is fair. You go backing up away.
This game is silly.
All right. As you do this, I'm gonna go ahead and have Kong do one of their legendary actions. Lands right in front of this T-Rex now, sort of stops there, growling down, but instead of striking, stands back a bit and is going to use all 3 of their legendary actions to use their primal magic. And you watch as circling above the clearing and extending outwards, a storm cloud forms, blocking the sky, crackling with lightning and thunder. And you see the electricity form, and this thunderbolt comes crashing down from the sky as he casts Call Lightning. But doesn't strike any of you, strikes himself with it.
It's a motherfucking Rajang.
And the lightning, as it impacts Kong's form, you can see the electricity flows into and through him, and you can see his it almost seems to be absorbed in that moment. He regains the 3rd level spell slot that he spent, and that is going to be the end of his legendary action, using his Thunder God's power. Who's next?
I'll run up and I'll smack it.
Okay.
Okay. Take
Do
that,
it.
toe. Okay, here it is. Where's my weapon? What's it called? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, 1 and 2. Oh, so much lag. All right, 19 and a 17.
The 19 hits.
Alrighty. So that's going to be 13 piercing and 4 thunder damage.
Okay.
And then I'm like, also, why not? Why not? That won't help that much. Yeah, I'm going to save that. Never mind. I won't do anything else right now.
All right. that will. Let's see. Okay, so that's Jonah's turn. He's gonna make a con save for concentration. So 20 succeeds. All right.
I'll go next. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at the electric monkey.
Okay.
Oh shoot! I still had advantage on. So
That's fine. We just go with the first one.
17. Yeah.
Yeah. 17 misses.
Oh dang. Okay. Well, that's that. That is gonna do it. I think I'm gonna try to move like moving position myself a little bit better. Just for future attacks.
Okay. Yeah, you send out a blast of guiding bolt. This radiant energy. It impacts the tough exterior, the skin of Kong, but almost seems to be like deflected off of it. Not seeming to have had any effect. That is Shalak's turn. Who's next?
It's me.
Do it.
Okay. I was reading my attacks. I would like to try. I would charge forward and try to chomp.
Okay, chomp away.
Please roll. That's a 21.
Chomp hits.
That's 42 piercing damage.
That's real good.
It big chomp. I assume that Kong is not medium or smaller.
No, he's gargantuan.
I grapple his one arm. Just his one arm.
Okay.
I chomp him hard.
Succeeds on the con save for the spell.
That's
okay.
a very high roll, sir, that you have made, Mr. Kong.
That's one attack.
I can only do one.
You're hasted.
You're hasted.
Oh, I forgot. I was too busy
Yeah.
looking at how the multi-attack says I can't do them both against the same target. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
so second bite.
Chomp. 24.
That hits.
25 piercing damage.
That spread on the 4d12.
They're
is
D12s, I
insane.
know.
I know.
I just bite him again.
Wonderful. Another con save. That's rolled the same. Almost the exact same thing for all three con saves so far. Sees again. The T-Rex lunging forward. Thea bites on once, then
Can't make a
bites
sound.
on again. Huh?
I said I can't. I said I can't make the noise, so I'm just gonna sit here and go.
I have a sound file for a T-Rex roar somewhere on my playlist, but I'm not going to try to do that right now. So
We all
from
remember
our,
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. So yeah, you drawing blood. I mean, that is a nasty impact there. That is going to end your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. Infused with the lightning, Kong is instead going to focus on this massive creature that is now staring him down, and is going to attack once with a massive fist, trying to punch the T-Rex in the face.
Not that hard to punch T-Rex.
You do have +2 from the haste.
That's 15 armor class.
Well, I rolled bad, so that's a 17.
That
so it still hits.
Via's armor class higher than that.
I can't miss you. I'd have to roll a 1.
Okay.
I'm realizing, so
Yeah, cool.
that doesn't matter.
Take that right out of the equation.
That's 51 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Second punch.
Oh no.
He only gets 2. Again, those D12s, 26 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm at like half with T-Rex.
Just boosh, boosh, just like punching the T-Rex in the jaw from both the one side and then the other as you're locked onto his shoulder. And
Don't worry, I can cast Polymorph 2 more times.
Fuck yes, all day.
That is going to end Kong's turn.
And when she's much older, Thea will look back and say, "This was the moment that I fell in love with Yorha."
All right, back to y'all.
I'll open this one up. I will see. Let me quickly check the second one. So one. The 5 of us. Why not? I'll just cast it at 3rd level. I'm gonna cast Bless at 3rd level and get all of us.
Okay, do that. I left my drink in the other room. I can still hear you guys. Keep.
Cool. So, bless y'all.
Thank you.
Well, bless you too. Bless your
Bless-
heart.
Blesses attacks ability saves.
1d4.
Attacks, abilities, or attacks and saves.
Cool.
I feel like this
I'm
level,
gonna-
just trying to use a Cure Wounds on the T-Rex is just gonna negate an
Yeah.
attack.
I can go ahead and chomp unless somebody wants to.
The only other thing I would say is you might want to try and give us more temp HP before any legendary actions happen.
Oh, true.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm thinking.
So, is there anything else you're going to do with your turn, Jonah, or just bless?
I can't do anything else. Thank you.
Okay. Then bonus action going to attempt to give us more temp HP. It's a little better. That's now 9 total. And then for action, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt this just to see how silly the save is on Kong's part. Gonna attempt a Mind Sliver. So he needs to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Okay. That's a 21.
Yeah, that succeeds. So nothing really happens with that.
Okay.
There's
Anything
nothing.
else? All right. Feeling the magic's coming in, seeing the rest of you kind of moving around and seeing a little more disruption, taking the impact. I think Colin's going to go ahead and use one of his legendary actions here, and uses 2 actions to do a rampage. And he lets out another roar as he beats his chest, this time louder than before with the concussive, almost like supernatural force behind it. Creatures within 60 feet must make a con save. Does anyone have a good argument for why they're not within 60 feet?
I flew
Yorha,
back to
no, you
the.
specifically went back. Okay, you did do that.
Yeah, I would say like I repositioned, but I'm in with it within range.
Okay.
I only have 2.
Feet. It's terrible. That's a terrible joke.
The feet on Twitch.
Con save, please, from all of y'all.
Da, 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 da.
And I
Bless
guess,
gives you a d4 for those of you that
Yep.
lost.
and if we're
So that-
within 10 feet of Jonah, that's another +4.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay, so Thea, I'd say, is definitely within 10 feet. Is anyone else?
I rolled
Did
very
anyone else
bad.
get that close?
Would have moved in to give the shields and then probably backed away, but
Okay.
I'm still good with like a 24 total.
I mean,
That's good.
I'll be at 16 without Jazz's thing.
Oh, without the. Or you mean Jonah's?
Yes, Jonas. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, you're probably back too because you were doing the guiding bolt. So
Mhm.
I imagine you were at range for that because you would have been disadvantaged if you were up front.
Yeah. So I'm at 16.
Okay, 16. So let me just go around. So Thea,
13.
fail. Jazz,
24.
Thess, Shalak, you rolled a 16. That's a fail. Jonah,
25.
success. And Yorha didn't have to make it. So those of you that failed, those who succeeded are fine. Oh wait, I think I actually programmed this in to just do the damage for me, please. Yes, those of you that failed take 22 thunder damage.
Hachi machi.
And you are deafened for 1 minute. And Kong gets 15 temporary hit points.
2
What?
can play at that game, I see.
Yes, I too can give my characters abilities that give temporary hit
Val's
points.
just been waiting for this the whole campaign.
Every character from now on gets temp HP all the time.
We're eventually just gonna fight like the nega version of our entire party,
Hey,
Yeah.
shadow party.
Alex, the ability might specifically have language that keeps you from doing this, but if you roll bad on temp HP, can you replace Kong's?
I
think he's a willing ally.
Okay.
So hold on, let me check the wording of the
Could you give
each
somebody temp
creature of
HP?
your choice. So I could override his temp HP.
Well,
I'm
he'd have to
sure
choose
that's not the
between-
spirit of the rules. I'm just being
That sort
a
of
dingus
goes.
right now.
I think we've ruled it though that you guys don't. I have said before that if you guys get less than whatever you currently have, you
Yeah.
don't. It doesn't replace it.
That's
So,
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Consider we've gone with that rule the entire time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could try it on Kong, and
That'd
maybe
be
you'll give
funny.
him more. But
That'd be funny.
What about hasting Kong and then immediately dismissing the action to make him lose a turn?
we've been through this. We did Thunderball for a season of it. I'm not having it again.
I would like to go
Um,
next. I have an
Go for
idea.
it. Go for it.
Okay, go.
Yorha looks out at the field, kind of tilts his head against Kong. Dispel magic to dispel his bond between himself and the storm cloud.
Okay. The you dispel. It's only a third level, so as long as you're just
Casting it at
basic.
third. Yeah.
Yeah. Immediately the cloud sort of seems to. I think. You have good flavor for this. You have good flavor for your dispel magic. I like to do something like beyond just it ends.
You see Yorha pull out the quarterstaff with the wrought iron cage on it, and he strikes it like an air guitar. And there's a very discordant noise that just shuffles out and then hits the storm cloud, and it just disperses.
Yeah, just sort of blown away almost, and it kind of as it fractures and then begins to dissipate. The lightning fades, and Kong just seems a little angry by that. But
Ruh-roh flies up.
Distraction chomp.
distraction chop. All right, make your bite attack.
Bad chomp. 21.
21 hits.
It's 33 piercing damage.
Okay.
Fast chomp. 23.
Hits.
Ugh. 19 piercing damage.
Right, you're just, no pun intended, chewing through his HP.
Got big head and little arms.
I didn't think this was really the damage like difference is giving me such like whiplash
Whiplash?
right now. Yeah.
I never know what. Next time I roll that, it could say 70 for all I know. Like,
Yeah.
or 2.
Kong uses their second, their last legendary action here, to do another. Using their powerful grab, which they can either use to punch or grapple. They're going to try to grapple you. So it will be a contested athletics check or acrobatics if you're feeling like the T-Rex is very acrobatic.
You know, it doesn't even have the skills listed.
Then you're just rolling strength.
That's +7.
That's good.
It's probably not as good as him, but that's okay. 24.
I rolled natural 20, 34.
Damn. I could have theoretically beat him, though. That's not out of
Could
the
have
realm of
theoretically beat
possibility.
him. Yeah. So
Anything Thea does theoretically.
Yes.
puts the T-Rex. You're still biting on, then grabs onto the back of your neck. Is just holding you there. So you're both locked onto each other in this moment.
Like a cat who really doesn't want his nails trimmed. Just nope.
Yeah.
Stay right here.
That's going to. So you're grappled. That's going to end. That's it. End the legendary action. Who's left?
Me.
Okay.
I will go ahead and do a couple of radiant sun bolts. We're gonna do 2 of them, and then do flurry of blows, and then do 2 more. Expel that key point.
Okay.
Okay. So it's 22.
Hits.
7. Wait. Oh yeah, I still had bless too.
You do. Both those
I
hits so
forgot
far,
it.
though.
Yeah.
Or no,
Okay.
sorry, the 17 misses, but it will. An 18 will hit, so that'll hit no matter what.
Got a 1. Okay, so 18.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll. So 24 hits, and then a 22 hits. Okay. I'm
Nice.
gonna roll the.
All
I'm
four
gonna
hit.
roll the. Yeah. That is 10. That is 9. That is 7. That is 6.
32.
Yeah.
That's 32. All right.
32 radiant.
32 points of radiant damage, just boo, doo, 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 sending out these blasts of energy, crashing into the big to Kong's form, just steadily whittling him down. Is that it?
Yeah, that's gonna do it for me.
All right, wonderful. So I think all of you have gone, so it is Kong's turn again. So it's going to make 2 attacks. The first is going to be a bite attack because you are grappled, and so he leans back and comes in with a ferocious bite. Oh wait, is this? Hold on, I got spells. I'm trying to remember which ones are bonus actions. No, okay. Makes a bite attack against you, Thea.
Okay.
26 to hit.
Yes.
51 piercing damage.
Danger zone.
Are you at 1 hit point now? Oh my god. And it's gonna make a second attack against you.
Oh no. Do these carry over?
Yes, this damage will carry over.
Cool. This is about to be really fun.
26 hits again.
Oh yeah.
35 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Okay. I'm
All
Thea again. And
And you
probably with the wind knocked out of me, because that was a chunk.
Being held in Kong's hand as he punches you again after biting onto the T-Rex's neck, and then punches you right in the solar plexus, which I assume T-Rexes have. I don't know. Dinosaur anatomy, and you just begin to sort of shrink down as the magic of the spell fades. Still biting on, and then you just kind of come back out. Your teeth are just gnawed onto one of his fingers, which you are about the size of as you are now
Put me down!
in his hand, and just looks down at you, very disappointed that you're so tiny now. T-Rex 1 is dead. Okay. That ends Kong's turn.
This would make a great novel photo.
It'll help!
And Theosaurus Rex.
Cast Polymorph on her again.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go again. One more time.
Let's take him to the top.
The T-Rex forms once again in Kong's grasp as you emerge into this massive dinosaur shape and Kong looks confused. Because he thought he did this already. All right. That is Jonah's turn. Who else wants to go?
I'm Yorha.
Or sorry, Yorha.
Your names are very similar.
It is
To
very
look at.
similar.
I mean, I could give
Jonah
shields
just seems
again.
like the Anglicanized version of Yorha. You're giving more shield.
Yeah, I'll go ahead with that. Okay, that's almost max. That's 12 temp HP. So I think that's going to be for myself, Jonah, and Thea Rex.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming Shellac is still away.
How many did you say?
12.
12. Okay.
And then I will... You know what? Let's see. Let's do some Scorching Rays at Kong. So
Okay.
so this is 3 attacks. Well, that one's not gonna hit. That was like a 2. That's a natural 1.
Oh man.
Okay, this probably won't hit. That's like 15 plus. Nope, that's only a 1 from the bless. So they just all miss.
It's heartbreaking. All three flames. They kind of. I think they hit the same way that Jazz's radiant blasted before. But it's a large form, but there's some sort of like natural resistance in there that is deflecting this magical energy from striking it. Unfortunately. Okay. Is that it for Jazz's turn?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Kong is gonna go ahead and take his legendary action. Do I do this? Yeah, he's gonna do this. He is going to... Yeah, he's going to cast another Call Lightning using all three of his legendary actions to call resummon the storm above him and bring another lightning bolt crashing down. This time, because you are within melee, Thea is going to be on both of you. So go to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Zoinks.
Damage from haste.
11.
11.
So
D4?
It's a straight D20 roll. 13.
This time he is casting at a higher level. Because he doesn't want to go through that again.
Do I get my lightning resistance?
Ooh. No. Not your TRX form.
It comes from the spear. It's not innate to Thea.
I don't think the spear would have disappeared.
The
in
gear
form
melds
when
into
you-
your persons.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah. So
It's on my
you're not gonna-
person.
You'll lose the magical benefits from that.
Never know unless you ask.
That is true. You take 22 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Kong gets hit as well. But when he takes lightning damage, he recharges his lowest level missing spell slot. Which is the one he just used. Okay. That is the end of his legendary action.
Can I go next?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to run up to Theosaurus, and I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on her
All right.
and gives her a +2 bonus to AC. I was like, I know I have something that will help.
Wonderful. So another 2 to your AC.
17 now.
It's respectable.
It's still not as
And-
high as Thea's armor class.
Yeah.
That's great, though. Thank you.
It's enough
Yes.
that Kong could miss though without
Yeah.
an extra one.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And then
You've increased the
since
chance of us missing by like 300%.
I am because that was my bonus action. I'm going to use my regular action and just attack with 2 radiant sun bolts.
All right.
I think even with a D4, that's
Yeah,
16. That won't even make it. All right. And then yeah, same. That's not. It's not going to be enough. Oops.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess both those miss.
Sad.
Yeah. All right, and then I'm gonna run away because I don't want to be like underfoot, underfoot
Okay.
like a tiny dog in a kitchen.
That is your turn. Who's next?
I'll go.
All right. Jonah?
I'm a boop it on the tutor. So here we go. I don't know if that went or not. It highlighted, and my thing has been lagging so bad. I'll just do it again. What? Nothing's coming through. Oh
Oh,
gosh.
no.
Is it on? Hold on, let me close my sheet and open it back up. Because
Okay.
it's acting very strange. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I should-
Who else
I should-
hasn't gone besides Jonah?
Yeah.
Is everyone else gone?
This turn.
Did the attack?
I don't think the is attacked.
No, I
yet.
haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
His turn
roll
started out with
manually
with your
D20s.
transformation.
Yeah, it started out with polymorph.
Sheets being weird. So here are my 2 attacks. So that's a 16 and a 15, but it's plus a lot.
Oh yeah, then yeah, those both hit. If those
Okay.
are just raw d20s.
Yeah, those are just raw d20s. Okay, so actually, that's why I was messing up. I was clicking the equipment slot and not the attack macro. All right, so
That'll
that's
do it.
going to be a total of 25 piercing and 7 thunder damage.
All right. 25 piercing, 7 thunder. Awesome. So Jonah just like hacking away at this leg with the pickaxe. I mean, you've done a pretty significant amount of damage there. He's starting to grow a little bit concerned about you down there.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, the T-Rex is drawing a lot of aggro. Speaking of which, T-Rex.
I'm gonna go for the throat.
Okay.
Jump. I bite. Plus a d4. 21.
Hits.
It's 32 piercing damage.
Okay.
Like 3 on the next one.
And a 24 to hit.
Hits.
That is 36 piercing damage.
Okay.
We're hitting that middle ground of what?
Yeah.
of like the average dice rolls instead of the 50s and the 20s. Awesome. God, that's a lot of damage.
Yes.
Yeah, you just again bite twice into his big old monkey body. It hurts a lot. That's it for you?
Yep.
Okay.
So easy being a T-Rex.
It's Kong's turn. Fuck it. He is going to, as the storm is sort of raging overhead. Yeah, how's the spell work again? I always forget. There we go. All right. As the lightning is crackling overhead, Kong, you see his eyes begin to glow in that same way you saw before when he's casting the spell, Thea, you being closest. And he sort of reaches a fist up, and the lightning sort of is engulfed in his fist, and then he sends a surge of it out at you, and it strikes Thea, and then also forks off and strikes Yorha. or not Yorha, Jonah. I guess it's gonna be Jonah, Jazz, and Shellac, because I think Yorha's the furthest away. It can go up to 30 feet of the target. And I imagine, Jazz, you were within 30 feet to keep giving her the effect. Okay. Need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
I have an 8 in that. That's 25.
What's the bonus from Jonah?
4.
12.
Sorry, 5. 5.
13.
Uh,
Fail.
yeah.
It's just plus 0.
I got 19.
I got a 25.
25 as well.
Okay, everyone succeeds except for Theo. So you all take 24 points of lightning damage. Theo, you take 48.
Okay.
Go ahead and absorb elements to have that.
Nice.
Then concentration check on haste.
Uh,
That's plenty.
is absorb elements a concentration to maintain to
No,
hold the
it's a
energy?
reaction,
Okay.
and it just happens.
I didn't remember if it was concentrated because you get to store the electricity, so I just wanted to
Mhm.
double check on that.
Yeah.
Um,
And I maintain
Okay.
concentration on bless as well.
you maintained Jazz.
Yeah,
Did you
got
maintain yours?
Yeah, I got like
27.
19 something on 12
Okay.
damage.
Oh yeah. Okay, you're good. Alrighty. That is Kong's action. All right. Who next?
I remembered a thing I could do after all the books, but first let me re-up our temp HP. That's gonna be 10. And then I would like to, using the spell I got from the book, cast Confusion on Kong.
All right.
Oh no.
So it's a 10-foot radius sphere, but I'm gonna, position it so it only hits Kong. And
fine.
he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
19.
Let me. Is there something I can do to make him get a penalty to it? Because it's very close, but yeah, I don't think I have anything I can do to reduce him. So, looks like he succeeds.
Okay. So with the confusion. All right. Yeah. So no effect on that one.
Yeah.
All right. That's it for Jazz.
Yep.
All right. Who's next?
Bonus action, bring out my wildfire spirit Millie.
Okay.
Then I will cast Scorching Ray at 5th level.
Oh, geez. Okay. Make your 3,
3.
4, 5, 6 attacks.
Yes. 36.
Elsewhere in the forest. Like Mala cringes.
It's fine. 15 to hit for the first.
The fire. I said the fire every time. Okay. 15 misses.
God
21.
bless.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Okay. 17
Misses.
to hit.
Misses.
So the first one's 21.
21 hits.
For 7 points of fire. Well, actually, 10 points on the first to hit. 14. Oh, bless. Right. It's total. Roll 1d4. No. It's 3, 4, 23.
Hits.
7 plus 6 is 13.
Okay. That'll hit with the D2 with the D4.
Okay.
AC is 18.
Sturdy. Another 13, and then I think one more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. No.
Ah. All right. So firing out, hitting Kong, setting parts of his fur on fire. You gather he'd be resistant to this if you
But
cared
no,
about
he's
that.
not.
So the fire kind of engulfs and begins to burn away patches of his fur. In a rage, he's going to use his another legendary action, or his first legendary action of this round, to punch a T-Rex. Just what you do when you get angry.
That's what I do.
You over there, you hurt me. Hit this other thing.
16.
That misses.
Shellac saved saved the day on that one.
I helped.
Nice. So that is that's all I can do on this. So whose turn is next?
Chomp.
Good Chomp. Go Chomp.
Ooh.
Plus
D4
Nope. That's 17.
misses.
I roll.
There was so many 17s.
And 20.
20. Go to roll damage.
37. Go over the jugular. Just I'm
You
not,
do.
Not really.
And
I go
you-
for like the shoulder because I want to kill
You
him.
bite in the shoulder. Hits 0 hit points, which is gonna activate his mythic trait. Because I learned about these in the last couple weeks, and I want to use them now. All the time. It activates his Storm of Rage. As he falls to 0 hit points, you see him stagger backwards, still in your claws or in your fangs as a T-Rex, and a bolt of lightning comes crashing down, slamming into his body, and you watch as suddenly all the fur and his hair just begins to stand up and crackle with electricity, his whole body seemingly imbued with this electricity, and you can feel him begin to swell again and reaching this next form. His hair sort of elongates, his teeth grow a little bit sharper, his whole body kind of grows a little bit more ferocious, and he lets out another bellowing roar and is revitalized, regains 300 hit points.
Did you say 300?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay.
And that is where we are going to end our session for today.
Okay.
That's fair.
So the people that have gone in this initiative round have been Thea and Yorha. And did you go?
Is this the same round that I tried Confusion?
No.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because I went
Yeah,
right
this
after
is the same
that.
way you chose Confusion.
I'm gonna use the
Actually, I don't think-
Thunderball.
Has Yorha gone? Oh, you did. You did the.
I did Scorching Rays.
So it's just me and Jonah.
I think it's you and Jonah that haven't gone though.
Okay.
So
Just Thunderball rules and cross myself out so we can remember.
yeah, I'm gonna make
I mean,
notes.
I could go real fast. My
That's a good idea.
turn
I would
is
say-
not gonna-
I guess let's go knock out your guys' turns, and we'll just
Okay.
start off with
That's
Tom's
fine.
turn. Let's go knock this out because we got 10 minutes until.
All right. I'll just do my two things. They both hit. Doesn't matter. Or do you want just total?
Give me the total.
All right. Well, then it requires me to do math now. 39.
I'm sorry to have inconvenienced you. Yeah, 39. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
All right. I will go and I will do. I'll spend a key point and do 4 more Radiant Sunbolt attacks.
Okay.
Well, that's 11, so I'm not going to even bother with the bless. Um, 25,
25 hits.
and then another 25,
Okay, hits.
and a 17 roll with,
with
bless.
the bless
So it gets to 21. So,
hits.
all right.
I'm
That
gonna burn
is-
his legendary actions also real quick because between your turns and then we'll call
Yeah.
it there.
So that's a 25 radiant.
Okay, he is resistant to radiant damage now.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Oh,
Well, I'm glad we know this now.
yeah.
does not seem to do as much impact because radiant damage is the closest thing I could get to radioactive damage, which is something that apparently King Kong is resistant to in the gods in the mythology.
What do
So
you know? What do
that's
you know?
It's
where I'm going there. He's
Okay.
going to then punch. He's going to use 2 legendary actions to do his thrash ability, which allows him to make 2 attacks each. So this will be 4 attacks against the T-Rex real
Cool.
quick.
Might not be a T-Rex for much longer, is all I'm saying.
26.
Yep.
19.
Yep.
Natural 1.
No.
Hey.
Natural 20.
Well, of course
So it
that
works
one
out
is
to
probably
4 hits.
the natural 20 is probably going to be on
Doesn't
the
it?
natural.
Always.
Well, yeah, let's see. So that's going to be for the first 2 strikes. So 23 on the first attack,
Okay.
35 on the second. So that's 58.
Okay. Oh, you're still not. Oh, nice.
And then a total of 61 points of damage on the crit.
Okay, that's 30 from the T-Rex. And 31 from Thea.
As Thea is now very badly hurt.
Extremely
in
hurt.
the clutches of Kong once again.
And
And he lets out a bellowing roar before he takes his turn, which we will start out the next
Yeah.
session.
oh no,
with.
it's
On a-
his.
On a scale of 0 to 96, I'm at about 31 stars.
So
See,
That-
now we ended the session with with Kong with a damsel in his hand. This is perfect.
it's perfect as he's waving, has Thea bloodied, battered in his hand, standing there, letting out a roar as the rest of you are crowded underneath, sending out barrages of radiant and fire, and we haven't had any alcohol be shot at him yet.
If
That's
Jonah
where we're
ever
gonna
called
end our
Thea a damsel to her face, she'd stab him 7 times.
I know. He would deserve it.
All right, everyone. That is where we are going to end our session. Let's turn out some less dramatic music. Good job, guys. That's not what I want. Let's do this one. Thank you, everyone out there, for watching. We will be back in 2 weeks, February 27th, to see how this fight turns out. We keep getting in these fights where I need to start figuring out how to time these fights to start the session with them so we can end them by the end of the session, because we keep doing half and half, which I do enjoy for the cliffhangers. But
Next
has its
time
ups
on-
and- yeah, next time on Dragon Ball Z. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Like I said, back in 2 weeks. Join us tomorrow for Slang 101. It's our Monster of the Week game. It's at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Savannah runs that. We're fighting Mothman, or talking to Mothman, or getting attacked by Mothman. Trying to save fake Mothman from real Mothman.
You don't know. It
at-
could be any of those. I don't
Could be
know.
any
It could
of
be
those.
any of those.
So tune in for that on Monday, or on Saturday. Sunday, on Tuesday, we'll be back for some more Tabletop Tuesdays. We're playing some Masks. Wednesday or Thursday, we'll be back for more Wild Space, more D&D 5th edition, and Friday back for Neon Souls, which unfortunately we had to miss yesterday, but we will get right back to the thick of things this week. I'll promote off channel, both Svan and I on Wednesday will be over on LB Hack'emup's channel, twitch.tv/LB Hack'emup, to play a game of Monster of the Week called 4x4, where we are hunting some sort of lake monster in Montana. So join us for that. I play a pararomantic, and Savannah plays their dryad romantic interest. It's at 8:30 on Wednesday. Does anybody else have anything they want to promote?
I do. In addition to
Stan.
all of that, on Monday, so 2 days from now, I'll be on twitch.tv/Colonomicon at 7 p.m. Eastern Time playing A-State. It's a Forged in the Dark system. It's very, very fun. It's got a great bunch of role players in it. We hardly remember that there are dice most of the time, but it's really fun. It's all the troublemakers of Meyer End. So come hang out with us on Monday at 7.
Some of my things on tomorrow, I'll be over at the Hype Goblins channel in the morning, where I'm playing a half-elf cleric sorcerer who is the team medic, and the only way he knows how to heal is through life transference. On Monday, after 2 whole years in this homebrew campaign, we're getting downtime for the first time ever. It's gonna be great. It's like a shopping episode. We'll see what happens. And finally, on Wednesday, over at Open for Adventures, I play a Leonin Barbarian Path of the Beast. Our first episode is up over on their channel. Last time, I got to suplex of rock. It was great.
Wonderful. Anything else? Cool. All right. Once again, you can see our full schedule below our faces. If you're watching us live on Twitch, if you're watching us over on YouTube, head over our Twitch page and you can see whatever we got going on at this time in the future. We will see everyone back here in 2 weeks. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.